fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Deku and Mirko. And the last part, Deku, after forcibly buying Warren's company, or the company Warren does work for, Deku basically informed the man of quite a few things. The man, he's done something that Deku, he does not like. The man, he's trying to talk to Deku about the last 2 decades of his life virtually be wasted. He told Deku, yes, he is an inventor, but that does not mean anything. He views Deku as nobody. He's just some rich asshole who will play his daughter. That's how he views him. Unaware as to Deku's entire story, which Deku did tell the man completely honestly, to which the man was very surprised. Deku gave the man's rival at work a promotion, and after Warren did basically get home drunk and start drinking more, he tried to fight Deku, which ended with Deku breaking the man's nose after he accidentally hurt his daughter. Now, Deku was informed by Mr. Yaoyorozu after a phone call about a potential tech gallery the next Friday. And it was quite simple for Deku. He has a few ideas as to why this is going to be happening that particular day, and exactly why he's been invited by Mr. Yaoyorozu to this event. Not only is it a chance for the Yaoyorozu Corporation to seek out powerful potential tech to add to their collection, and even powerful minds to add to their own side, it's also a way for Deku to actually try and scan around for his own inventions. If tech does even seem remotely similar to Deku's design, he's going to throw a flag at it, meaning it will come toppling down. Now then, with that being said, Deku, after calling off the bodyguard Miss Yaoyorozu did want, he did inform the man he knows somebody who can help him. Now, with that being said, you do actually have Deku, who he does actually sit down and inform Mirko about what exactly has been going on. And as to the event, Mr. Yaoyorozu did just invite him too. Now, Mirko, she's very surprised, as she kind of is even more surprised whenever Deku does ask her if she would like to go with him. Wait, what? Why me? I don't know tech stuff. I don't know nerd stuff. I know, but that's exactly why. I don't... Well, you're not there for that. Then why am I going? I get it's to be with you there and look at stuff out there, and Mirko, you've been cooped up here, haven't you? Yeah, I have. Okay. And don't you want to get out? Yeah, I do. But I just don't know. It's just this thing, it's still... I know. But you've calmed down some, haven't you? I mean, yeah, but still. I'm just very concerned. Mirko, I know. Listen, we need a pro hero there. If all my orders show up, it'd be pretty obvious. And even then, what? I don't know really anyone else who could go. You've been out of the public eye for a minute. People, they might not recognize you on first glance, you know? If you try to blend in some, you could. Really? Yeah, I can even buy you a nice dress for the occasion. A nice, fancy one. You know, just, just for the ball or the gala, you know? Really? Yeah. Besides, I know how much that one meant to you. And even then, we can have a nice night. Now, Mirko, she's actually very happy by this. Yeah, she's been cooped up here. She's mainly just been trying to increase her exercise regiment and try to at least get a lot stronger. However, the fact is, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can distract yourself from that. And even then, it's kind of easy to manage with somebody else's help, like Deku. Now, Mirko, she actually does somewhat take this offer on, as she has at least call Ryoko and inform her about the entire thing. Now, Ryoko, she was actually quite excited to get a call from her friend. However, whenever it turned out that it was actually work related, she kind of felt a bit bummed out. However, she was actually quite interested by what Deku was posing. From what she can tell, Deku, he wants to at least have extra security around the event, and secretly bring in their agency. Now, it was actually kind of surprising to Ryoko. From what she does understand from at least talking to Mirko, and then Mirko actually giving the phone over to Deku, Deku's idea is quite simple. Now, with that being said, we do actually have where Deku would go to work the next morning, as he does leave, and at least get in before talking to everybody. Now, Deku informs them of the entire thing, telling them that they only have this amount of time to perfect their inventions and pack them up. Now, a lot of people, they're very shocked by this news. Some of the inventions they want to show off there, yeah, they could be billion-dollar ideas, potential investments. It can get their name up there like with Deku. Now, the lab, it does start to scurry, and many people, they are actually going to work on their own inventions. As you do actually have Deku. He's trying to think about what he could do here. If it's an event just like this one, he's going to need a lot of things. Let's see. Okay, that could work. Now, Deku, he does decide to go over to a fabrication machine and at least start to model some blueprints around. As he does scan a few things, and he does actually get them created. Now, one thing Deku does scan in particular is actually his wrist, and the watch he does have. Now, as soon as that is all said and done, Deku does get to work, as he's able to knock out his invention or ideas in the next couple hours. Now, Deku, he also does at least try to help people finish up their own inventions, since they did help him on that power source. And there was even the thing where Deku, he actually did at least help people fabricate or help other people stabilize the fabrication of other power sources, or the power source Deku's created to work as fuel. That tiny little thing that's around the size of, or just as big as, a jawbreaker. Now, it's actually quite interesting. A lot of the inventions that everybody they were working on, now that they do at least have the idea of extra power backing it to draw from, or even just a little extra boost or kick, just from being tampered with by Deku, it seems like all of it's gotten back into order. It was just surprising to them. In the first 2 days from at least trying to focus more on one invention then jumping to the next, it was easier than just working on it individually. Now, they do actually start getting things loaded up on the 3rd to 4th day, just before they're supposed to be heading out. As Deku, he does head home. And Mirko, yeah. She has been trying to spend some time with her mom. However, her father Warren and her brother Reggie, yeah. Right now, things aren't really going to go with them. Since, Deku. Now, You do actually have Inko's mother. Mirko's mother, Reina. Now, she was very interested talking to her daughter, trying to understand what she might see in that guy, along with even really why she's changed a bit. Now, her mom does talk to her and explain to her a few more things about her particular quirk. Since they're all rabbits, and this is her first time dealing with this problem. And Mirko, she actually was kind of concerned whenever she heard about this. Now, you do actually have where Deku, whenever he does return home. Now, as Deku was coming through the front door, you did actually have where Mirko, she had turned her head. And Deku, upon actually seeing her and her mother sitting there, he was very surprised. Where are the other two? It seemed kind of strange to him. He thought that they were here for a second, but it's just them. Now, Deku, he does see the stern-looking expression on Reina's face. And it does seem kind of strange to him when he does walk up and see the scared-looking expression on Mirko's. Now, Mirko, she does at least try to tell Deku to sit down, since she has found out something that is pretty crazy. Now, it all does seem kind of bad. Deku, after sitting down, you do actually have a Mirko, she does go to hold something up. And, yeah, it does just seem kind of bad. Deku, it took him a second, as Mirko, she held up something that did have two purple little lines on it. And Deku went from, oh, shit. Now, Deku, his mind froze, as he was just trying to think. Wait, hang on. Are you saying? Oh my God. Yeah, my mom got me a few, and well, I did some tests, and I just I I don't know. That's it's just uh, I'm not running. What? Now, this does actually catch Rhea off guard. She thought he would have the opposite reaction. Now, Mirko chooses to stare at Deku. Deku basically leaping forwards and grabbing her hand, and actually grabbing her by the shoulder, informing that he's not going to run, he's going to stay, and that they can find out a way to work this out. They have plenty of money, they can buy a bigger apartment, they can buy a home. If she does need to, she can quit being a pro for some time and get things sorted out with that end. Now, as Deku was at least starting to talk about this, you did actually have where Mirko, her eyes are somewhat tearing up. As Mirko's mother, she did go to stand up, and at least go to toss the test on the table, informing Mirko that he's passed. As the two, they actually go turning over to her, somewhat kind of confused. And this is actually where her mother is going to hold up 4 different empty packs, as Deku does read the label on each. Now, Reina talked about how Deku, he actually had to undergo some test, and this was hers. She wanted to see exactly what type of man Deku was under stress. And what better stress than the idea of becoming a father? Now, Deku, his mind just completely froze for a second. And he's trying to wonder if this is real, if it's fake, because there's one possibility. This is real. They're going to actually be parents. That's a good thing. Deku, he could have a family. That's something he's never really considered. And then there's the idea of it being fake. Yeah, that's not really better, but still, it's just sort of. It just throws him for a loop. He's conflicted on both sides about that. The idea of her mom going to this fucking extreme, it's both at the same time possible because of how her father reacts, and from what at least he knows about her mother. She goes to any extreme to see if she can get what she wants. And right now, what she just pulled was a little bit over the line. Now, Deku, he does immediately go to grab the packs out of her hand, snatching them from her as he does inform her to get the hell out of here. Now, right now she is going to stand up, as she does at least talk about how the young man, he does seem to be a fairly good person, and that she does actually appreciate that Deku would be a grown man about things. As she is leaving, Deku does just stand there, looking down at the empty packs as he does actually continue to read the labels on them. Each one of them does say they're all fake. These are joke gag gifts. Why would you make these? Now, it does actually anger Deku, as whenever the door does slam close, he does just try to think. He's relieved. Yeah, but for some reason that doesn't make him feel better. Now, Deku actually has turned back to Mirko to try and see her reaction. And Mirko, she's kind of just sitting there frozen for a second. And Deku does walk over to her. Uh, Babe? Her actually gonna look up at him. Are you... I'm just... Uh, well, I don't know. That... She... I'm sorry. Sorry for what? My mom. She... I should have known this was fake from the moment she brought those up to me. I don't know why. Why did I think she'd be serious? She just doesn't... She just... Mm, you know... I don't get it. I don't either. My mom was always really understanding and caring with me. She knew I was smart enough to know what I could do and what I shouldn't do. Well, you sound lucky. My mom doesn't even really do anything. She just tries to nag me and make me do whatever she wants. I just for a second I don't know. I actually just thought, "Oof, what do I do?" I know. Not going to lie, that kind of scared me. Scared you? I felt fucking terrified for the last half hour. That's how long you've been sitting here like that? Yeah. Yeah. I just I think I need a minute to catch my breath. Wow. Um yeah. Um take your time. No. It is actually kind of surprising to Mirko. She was played by her own mother. Her mom knew how to get under her skin. She knew that because of Deku being around her, this meant that she's living her own life. One day she will have a child. Maybe? Possibly? Is that really even an option? Would Izuku want kids? Now, it does get Mirko thinking. Meanwhile, at the same time, there is actually Deku, who, after the two do somewhat calm down a bit more, and Deku does toss everything in the trash, he does walk back over to Mirko, as he does walk past her and to the front door, where Deku does actually go to bend down and go to grab a bag, walking over and actually going to set it down on the table. What's this? Well, I had a name for it, but I just... Wow. Still trying to calm down. It's a suit. A suit? My bad. It's, a dress. Now, Mirko, she actually was going to reach into the bag, pulling it out and finding a white dress? Now, she's kind of confused. Her actually pulling it completely out of the bag and then going to actually try it on. As she does get into the dress, she actually is very surprised by it. It does seem sort of fancy. Along with it, it does feel comfortable. Now, she actually does get to bring up her hand, feeling onto it as she does go to actually roll down her sleeves and try to see exactly how it does fit. Now, Deku, he does at least try to inform her. He's used what he knows of her body's current measurements to make that. You made this? Yeah, it's more than a dress. Now, Deku, he does inform her that she just needs to try to, well, hang on. I'm going to actually reach into the bottom of the bag and pulling something out. As Deku, he does actually go to hand her something and actually go to put it on. Now, Deku, he does hand her a pair of sunglasses. As whenever he does go to put it on, and she does actually feel the pieces curve behind her ear, and go to actually latch around a bit, Mirko, she's very surprised. As she does actually see the current settings the thing does have. Whenever the sunglasses do actually turn on and reveal that there's some sort of advanced tech. Now, Mirko, she does start to hear a voice, as it does inform her of the current settings of the suit. Now, Mirko is very surprised. What Deku invented, it seems so magical. It's a dress that can change shape. It can get longer, it can get shorter. It can shrink down, it can expand. And from what she understands from at least hearing this thing go over the explanation for it, it's a bulletproof, fireproof dress. Along with that, it's more durable than her hero suit and armor. Not even that. Deku's gone against that one little rule he does have, not using nanites. Since this suit, it does seem to be very advanced. Now, Mirko, she's quite happy with it. Deku has mixed in nanites to these certain fibers he's created to allow them to not only be stretchy, elastic, and actually fully bendable at 180 degrees, lying completely flat sideways, but it does seem like this thing's just overall magical. Now, Deku, he does inform her of the best part, as he actually has to bring up something or to put it onto her ear. Now, Deku, after putting an earpiece in her ear, he does actually tell her to say this certain phrase. Her saying the phrase and the dress changing color, as she actually does a stare on at it with awe. Now, Deku, he does inform her. This dress is something that she can use for the event tomorrow. Along with that, he's actually made his own little bits of tech to go along and match her. And Mirko, she's actually very surprised. Now, with that being said, you do actually have the next day, where after all the inventions were loaded up, Mirko and Deku do go to leave. And whenever Rhea does actually go to return to the hotel room they're currently staying at, she does actually find her husband Warren, who the man, he's actually kind of angry. He met with a private investigator this morning, and the guy confirmed everything Deku just said to him the other day. The man is telling the truth. Public records and everything he can find, dating back to Deku apparently becoming a child prodigy when it comes to engineering. Now, it just seems extraordinary to him. The boy got into UA. The boy studied under Principal Nezu. The boy, he's qualified for so many things. And at the same time, he's also annoyed, jealous, and angry. However, he does actually admire Deku for something. His honesty. The way the man presented himself. Along with that, he knew that Warren had something up his sleeve from the very start. That boy is not only tricky, clever, and kind, but he's actually dangerous. He can create anything he wants to, and he chose to create things to help people. He knows exactly what type of inventions Deku does have out there right now. A lot of people, they do at least know these mysterious things, since they've been at least on record as stolen. Meanwhile, you do actually have Reina, who she actually does keep to herself for the time being, that Deku he would have taken responsibility if Mirko got pregnant. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.